Hey, friends and family. Welcome to the roll call. I am Will.
And I'm back, JP.
Yes.
Obviously. But I am back.
He is
And ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, of course, we picked a top-notch film to review. Probably one of the best examples of horror I've seen in recent memory.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie like this.
Yeah. It's definitely a unique film in that way that it was pretty much Alien over again with a starfish.
But with really bad decisions.
Yes. Lots of bad choices. The name of the movie is called Life. It's got Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal and then other people. And like the plot is there's 6 astronauts in space on the International Space Station and a satellite that has samples from Mars' surface is there, and they're going to study it up there, and they find a single cell organism and bring it back to life, and then it kills them all.
I don't hate it. I don't have much likings for it. But honestly, it is a step-by-step book of what not to do if you are in a space station situation.
It was very suspenseful, I will give it that. My adrenaline did get going in parts. It gets out because the head scientist guy, he finds it and he thaws it out and it's like alive again. Yay! And he starts to like make friends with it because they name it Calvin because it's let's be friends. He's studying it in a petri dish. It looks kind of like if you were to take a Q-tip and cut it in half, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's inside one of those.
Incubator.
Yeah. He's wearing these gloves and he decides to poke it because that's how scientists work. Takes his index finger and pokes it.
Puts the tool down. Pokes it.
Yeah. Because science.
It just gets like,
Super strong.
Schwarzenegger strong, and then starts to just grow.
Yeah.
Like,
and it
within
breaks,
seconds.
Yeah, it covers his whole hand, breaks every bone in it. He pulls it out of the glove.
And just like mush.
And it breaks the tool, and then cuts a hole in the glove, and gets out. And then Ryan Reynolds runs in.
It attaches himself to Ryan Reynolds. Now, by this time, it's like a starfish. It's like a combination of Patrick from SpongeBob, and I don't know if you guys ever saw Flubber, but that's the consistency of it, but Patrick's shape.
They all they're so fucking stupid. The first one to die. Not after Ryan Reynolds. She goes outside, and it gets out there with her, and she closes that vent so it can't get back in.
Yeah. And then she unclips herself.
Yeah, it gets out there with her, and she's outside the space station. So she seals like the one vent that was open. So now it cannot get back into the space station. And it latches onto her. She brought it back to the ship, then died, and then it got in through the thrusters.
Yeah. Which again was another stupid thing because he's like, we're low on fuel, so the way that they were trying to get rid of it from coming through the thrusters was by dumping mass amounts of fuel into the thrusters and then igniting it.
Yeah. And then they're like, fuck, we're out of fuel.
Yeah, we don't have enough fuel to make it home. Good idea then. This creature pretty much works its way through the ship, kills everybody, and
nothing can kill it.
Yeah, fire, whatever. It's just unstoppable.
Apparently, the people who designed Titanic designed the space station because there's only 2 escape pods for 6 people, and you can only fit 1 person per escape pod. The plan is he's going to trap it into the escape pod, take over the pod, and drive it on manual out into deep space instead of it crashing to Earth and save the day. And while doing this, the captain, she's going to get to the other escape pod and get back to Earth and live her life. Yeah. It was just a lot of frustrating decisions from a lot of supposedly smart people.
Yeah. Like, there's so many, like, decisions brought in front of them where they could have done, like, the right thing, and they're like, let's just poke it.
Yeah. I think I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be generous. Just because the parts where it's supposed to be intense, they were. It was very intense at parts. That's like, oh shit. So it does accomplish to set up that. There's so many bad fucking decisions that I found myself getting infuriated.
Yeah.
Just watching them and being like, dude, I graduated high school and I've made a lot of questionable decisions in my life.
Yeah.
How are these people who are like the top minds on earth making decisions? I wouldn't have poked the fucking thing.
I didn't graduate high school. I made a lot of bad decisions in life. I wouldn't have poked it at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lower and give it a 5.5.
Ouch.
I just, like I said, I wasn't really that into it. No desire to see it again whatsoever. If I were to be laying in bed watching TV and it was on, like, I just watched like Game of Thrones or some shit and it was on after on HBO, I'd probably change the channel.
If I was looking for something to fall asleep to,
yeah, then maybe just for background noise. I mean, I guess I'll give him that. I guess that it was like non-stop for the whole.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it felt like an hour and a half to me.
That's why I gave it a 6.5.
So maybe I'll bump my score up to a 6. Yeah, I'll give it a 6. Final answer.
We'll be back next week with a new movie.
Or if you guys want to leave some suggestions in the comments,
yes,
we will take those into consideration.
Yes, we
Any
will.
video games, movies.
Yeah, we'll check them out. I'm Will.
JP.
And this is the roll call.
Peace.